not to bang on the car door, but then also, sir, we also need to make sure that you don't get yourself in trouble as well. Okay? No. All right. So I'll give you a little bit of time to speak to this lady to talk a bit of sense into her.
What you just heard is the tail end of the ongoing argument to do with my disability parking ticket and that old fart who's been banging on my car and harassing me and annoying me. If I had rung the police, they would have done a little bit shorter version of what they just did to Ben just now. Instead, they are still doing it where they are ignoring me, they are passing me off, and the old fart gets more priority than I do, which is again what I warned my friend about would happen, and they're just not listening to me. So because they're not listening to me and they're going to do what they want to do, they're now going to write me fines. So I'm now videoing it, even though it's not a very good light, and I'm going to keep videoing it because the second they put that on there, that's again proof of the fact that they are not listening to anything I'm saying, and they're again breaching my rights, and they're again treating me like shit. So this video is going to keep running while they get out their ticket book and they write it all out to show how much the police are harassing me and ignoring again what has been said. And again, how much my rights have been abused. Because the Crown is supposed to replace my parking ticket when it expired. The Crown are the ones who are not doing it. The Crown are the ones who gave me the health condition in the first place, and again, not taking responsibility for their actions. And their authorised officers, who are supposed to, again, do stuff on the grounds of the Crown, are not listening again. Over and over and over again, I keep getting this problem, and I keep being ignored. And what happens? I end up with the declaration of war, and I end up with things like, I don't know how if you can see, but there's 2 police cars down here, because that old fart was banging on my door, and Ben went and banged back on his door, and they take his fucking side compared to listening to anything I've got to say. I show them the paperwork I've got on my phone, and their attitude is, I'll move my car. So I'm now videoing all this. It's not perfect, but I have the right to do this. No, keep over the keys there. And again, the old fart. Look, this time, instead of doing a glance, I'll show it. No, it won't show it very well. There's his license plate number. CSL592. So if you guys ever spot him somewhere, do to him what he's been doing to me. Would you like to see my walker?
Sorry, what was that?
Would you like to see my walker and my cane?
Unless you've got a mobility thingy.
It's expired and the Crown is supposed to be replacing it.
That's what you need to start making your way towards it, get it.
I have been trying.
Okay, look, at the end of the day, we'll just stick with what we're going to do, and unfortunately our hands are not tied with this,
Your hands are not tied with this.
giving you an opportunity.
Again, more excuses. More pass me off, more fuck me over. And then they wonder why I have a declaration of war against the Crown with the police named in it along with the other things.
Just don't talk to them.
No.
He comes and he abuses me. I try to explain to him.
Please don't talk to them.
And no, I tried to explain to him, which is why I got it on video. Right?
You want to move my car?
They can't impound it. You have no right to impound it.
We're going to be issuing you with a stationary ticket.
Yeah? Say it again, please.
We are going to be issuing you with a stationary ticket.
Yeah. And I'll just add it to the list. Because when you give me the ticket, I go back and the court goes, why haven't you got one? And I showed them all the paperwork that I showed you this morning. It's doing this when it does things it's not supposed to. Hope it's still recording. Yep. See now, old fart who does not have a wheelchair, a walker, or a walking stick, who harasses the shit out of me, gets told politely to go home, and I'm getting threatened again.
Yet he's got a...
Yeah, and I had one, and it expired. And I've been backwards and forwards to MSD and MOH to get them to replace it.
So you have an expired permit.
Yeah.
It's expired, just like
Yeah, and they're supposed to replace
like an
it.
expired driver's license.
Yeah, no.
You can't just go in.
Technically, the law says you have to have a copy of your driver's license on you. It doesn't say whether it has to be a current issue or not, nor does it have to be your little plastic one.
All right, that's your opinion.
No, that's what the law says. Yes, it does.
You need a current driver's license, just like if you had a...
No, it actually doesn't say current. It says you have to have a copy of your driver's license.
All right, well... You believe something.
No, I actually had words with the judge about that, because, and the judge is here, no, I am right, you have to have a copy of your driver's license, you know. And I've got that in here as well. Same as my reg and my warrant are all up to date.
That's not the problem.
Yeah. And the problem is, the Crown is supposed to replace my disabled card. The Crown has not done so. The Crown has been continually asked. Hell, I've got
How long have
letters
you
in
been
here.
fighting the Crown for?
Since I found out that they poisoned me, crippled me, and ripped me off since
When?
2000.
Since 2000.
Yeah.
So you haven't had a permit since 2000.
No, my permit ran out because the first one I had
When
was
did the
was
permit-
stolen,
when
was
did the
stolen,
permit
and then they gave me a new 5-year one.
When did
And the
the
5-year one ran out about 3 years ago, which is why we've been fighting, because John Key's admission, and which is why the Declaration of War and stuff, was supposed to replace it. The paperwork's here from Helen Clark again about my living care package. That's part of my living care package. Me having a home is the same thing. I'm A18 on the Housing New Zealand list. This time round I've been in the car a year. Last time I was in it for 2.5, found a house for a year, and then had to lose the house because they started digging up the new power station and I broke out in sores. What does MSD do? Palm me back off and put me on the list again.
Going to Mr. Mitchell?
Yeah, I already spoke to Mark Mitchell's office. I'm the reason why Jenny Salisi started looking into the reason of homelessness in the first place.
I don't know who that is.
That's the MP that's in Otara area. I'm the reason she started looking into the homelessness in the first place.
Have you spoken to Mark Mitchell about getting your...
I've spoken to Mark Mitchell, I've spoken to
what has
Jenny,
he
I've
said?
spoken to
And what-
Reggie George
and
Hawkins,
what
I've
have
spoken
they-
to about a
what have
dozen
they-
others, including the actual ministers themselves.
Yeah, and what have they said about your
No,
situation?
we'll get back to you or send me off to see somebody else. If you want, I can give you the current phone number for the Minister of MSD now,
That's
because
all.
I've been ringing their office for over 4 weeks because I'm trying to get them to sort this out and also the stuff to do with my housing. And what do? We'll ring you back. You know, and that's the 04 number for Parliament.
That's their thing, not mine.
And that's what they do to me. And that's the problem I've got. And until I end up smacking them in the head with the paperwork, which is why I carry it in my phone, and I show it to people so that they don't just go, oh, you're talking through a hole in your head, that's not your mouth. Right? And that's why I got to the stage where I started making a YouTube channel. That's why I started videoing stuff. Because some people go, oh, that didn't happen. Oh, yeah, really? Take a fucking look for yourself. That's why I said to the young one that I was talking to a few minutes ago, go up to my YouTube channel. I've got 2 videos of that old fuck harassing me. If I had rung you, you would have done absolutely nothing, which is basically what you're still doing now. Well, he gets to go away and not be told leave me alone and stop being rude and nasty to me.
He gets to go away and he's been warned for his actions, just like I warned your friend here about his actions.
That doesn't stop the fact that when you're not around, he'll be back here at 5:30 in the morning again.
He's got every right
And
to
do it.
be
Yeah.
here.
And so have I.
Not in this car park, you do not. No.
Yes, I do, because it's not my fault they haven't reissued the paperwork. It's not my fault I have been chasing them up to issue it and replace it.
There are plenty of other car parks that you could park in, but you're choosing not to.
No, I choose to park here because it's close to the toilet. Because it's close to the toilet and it's where the internet is, so I can do the things I need to do because I'm still dealing with the government. Because I can't walk too far, which is why I've got a fucking walker and a fucking cane.
Don't swear, otherwise we're going to start looking at arresting you for disorderly behaviour. Now, I do not want to arrest you for it. But it's now, if you're going to start yelling and screaming, swearing, as you can see, there are people around.
And again, this is how I'm treated.
Do we understand each other?
This is how I'm treated. See what I mean? How am I being treated fairly? How am I being listened to?
Turn the light on. Turn the light on.
Is that what that is? They said I'm used. This is a new phone, so not used to it.
Leave the lights on.
See, this again is their solution. They're writing me a ticket when it's their system that has failed to keep its word to me. It is them who work as government agents who again fail to hold up the agreement that was made in front of a High Court master. And their solution again, they're going to write me a ticket because my permit expired and they won't fucking replace it because they're too busy pinging between each government department backwards and forwards. And I have to put up with abuse from that old fart and everybody else for, again, a health condition that was forced on me.
Martin, this is the infringement notice for parking in a disabled spot.
Yep.
Right, so it's just a infringement fee of $150. Obviously, I advise you to move your vehicle because if you don't, the council will be here to tow the vehicle from there. Okay.
Say that again, please.
If you don't move your vehicle, the council will be advised to tow the vehicle from there. So I'm advising you to move your vehicle now. Okay.
And all of that, is there a sorry you've been abused? Sorry the old man was rude to me? No. I get this. And 3 cop cars who all take his side and treat me like shit yet again and wonder why I've got a complaint at The Hague about the way the system works. This is their solution to help me. I'm the one who gets abused. I'm the one who's treated like shit. I'm the one who has my rights abused, and they do this to me.